Welcome, history enthusiasts, to another captivating journey through the sands of time. Today, we embark on an extraordinary expedition to uncover the mysteries of one of ancient Egypt's most enigmatic pharaohs, Pharaoh Khaba. In the heart of the Old Kingdom, amidst the golden age of the pharaohs, Pharaoh Khaba emerged as a ruler veiled in obscurity. From his mysterious reign to the elusive location of his tomb, we venture into the sands of history, searching for the enigmatic clues that weave together the story of this lesser-known ancient pharaoh. Our expedition begins at the enigmatic layer pyramid, rising majestically at Zawyet el-Irian, an unfinished structure standing as a silent testament to the mysteries of the past. But who was Pharaoh Khaba? What marked his reign, and why does the legacy of this ancient ruler continue to perplex Egyptologists and historians alike? Join us as we sift through the sands of history, exploring the scant evidence left behind and delving into the interpretations of the ancient writings and artifacts that whisper of Pharaoh Khaba's existence. Step back in time with us as we unravel the mysteries surrounding this enigmatic pharaoh, seeking answers to questions that have endured for millennia. Ancient Egypt beckons us to unlock its secrets, and Pharaoh Khaba's story lies at the heart of this mystifying civilization. So, grab your explorer's hat and journey with us into the shadows of the past, where the sands of history reveal the hidden treasures of Pharaoh Khaba's enigmatic world. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more enthralling tales from the annals of history. Now, let's venture forth and unearth the captivating story of Pharaoh Khaba. Who was Pharaoh Khaba? Khaba, also known as Khaba, was an ancient Egyptian pharaoh who ruled during the 3rd dynasty of the Old Kingdom. He is believed to have reigned around 2670 BCE to 2650 BCE, though specific dates and details about his reign remain uncertain due to the limited historical records from that era. The name, Khaba. The name, Khaba, or Khaba, is an ancient Egyptian royal name used by the pharaoh who ruled during the 3rd dynasty of the Old Kingdom. It is important to note that Khaba is a modern designation given to this pharaoh by Egyptologists based on the few pieces of evidence attributed to him. The name Khaba is written hieroglyphically as HB and is often accompanied by the Horus name Our HB, which translates to Horus, the apparition of the god Khaba. The Horus name was an important element of the pharaoh's titulary, emphasizing the king's divine connection and role as a manifestation of the falcon god Horus. It's worth mentioning that the ancient Egyptian writing system is complex, with hieroglyphs often representing a combination of sounds, concepts, and visual symbols. As a result, the precise pronunciation and meaning of some names and words from ancient Egypt are still subject to some uncertainty. The lack of extensive inscriptions and monuments associated with Pharaoh Khaba has made it challenging for Egyptologists to decipher the exact meaning and significance behind his name. However, like other pharaohs, the name Khaba likely carried religious and royal connotations that connected the ruler to the gods and asserted his authority as the divine representative on earth. The sources regarding Pharaoh Khaba are scarce, and this applies to the sources related to his name as well. The primary sources for information about Pharaoh Khaba come from archaeological findings and inscriptions, but they are quite limited, which makes it difficult to gather comprehensive details about his reign and the significance of his name. The main sources related to Pharaoh Khaba's name include the layer pyramid at Zawyet el-Irian. One of the key pieces of evidence associated with Pharaoh Khaba is the layer pyramid, located at Zawyet el-Irian, near Saqqara in Egypt. This pyramid was likely intended to serve as Khaba's tomb, but it was left unfinished, and no inscriptions directly identifying Khaba have been found within the structure. Instead, some Egyptologists have inferred Khaba's association with the pyramid based on the presence of his name on a stone bowl discovered nearby. Inscriptions. As mentioned earlier, a stone vessel bearing the name and titles of Pharaoh Khaba was discovered at the archaeological site of Elephantine in southern Egypt. This inscription provides some of the very few direct references to Khaba, offering clues about his name and potential titles. Artifact references. Some other artifacts, such as seal impressions and pottery fragments, have been found that may be attributed to Khaba. However, they do not provide much detailed information about his reign or name. Despite the limited sources, Egyptologists continue to analyze and study the available evidence to gain a better understanding of Pharaoh Khaba and his historical significance. The lack of substantial data has made Khaba one of the lesser-known pharaohs of ancient Egypt, and many aspects of his reign and name remain subjects of speculation and ongoing research. Pharaoh Khaba's family. As with many details about Pharaoh Khaba, information regarding his family is also limited and uncertain due to the lack of extensive historical records from his reign. There are no known inscriptions or monuments that directly provide information about his family members or his marital status. As a result, most of what is known about his family is speculative and inferred from broader knowledge of the Third Dynasty and ancient Egyptian royal practices. Based on the general patterns of ancient Egyptian pharaonic families and dynasties, it is likely that Pharaoh Khaba would have been a member of a royal family, and he might have inherited the throne from his predecessor. In ancient Egypt, the throne was often passed from father to son, and the family lineage was considered crucial in maintaining the legitimacy of the ruler. Some Egyptologists have suggested that Khaba might have been a son or successor of Pharaoh Djoser, who is best known for commissioning the famous step pyramid at Saqqara, a monumental tomb designed by the architect Imhotep. However, this is purely speculative, and there is no concrete evidence to confirm any familial relationship between Djoser and Khaba. The limited historical records from the time of Khaba's reign make it challenging to provide specific details about his family members, and many aspects of his personal life and familial connections remain uncertain. Egyptologists continue to study any new archaeological findings and evidence to shed more light on this enigmatic pharaoh and his royal lineage. Pharaoh Khaba's reign. The exact duration of Pharaoh Khaba's reign remains uncertain due to the lack of detailed historical records from that period. Based on the limited evidence available, it is generally believed that Khaba's reign was relatively short. Some Egyptologists propose that he ruled for around 6 to 10 years, while others suggest a shorter reign of about 2 to 4 years. Reign and legacy. The limited evidence attributed to his reign indicates that it was relatively short and not as well documented as some other pharaohs of the Old Kingdom. One of the few pieces of evidence associated with Khaba's reign is a stone vessel found at Elephantine, which bears his name and titles. The most significant archaeological site connected to Khaba is the Layer Pyramid at Zawyet el-Arian, located near Saqqara in Egypt. This pyramid, though left unfinished, is believed to have been intended as Khaba's tomb. However, the lack of inscriptions directly linking the pyramid to Khaba has led to some debate among Egyptologists about its attribution. The absence of substantial historical evidence has made it difficult to determine the major achievements, policies, or events of Khaba's reign. His name does not appear on the famous king lists of ancient Egypt, such as the Abydos king list and the Saqqara king list, which further contributes to the mystery surrounding his reign. Pharaoh Khaba's pyramid. Pharaoh Khaba's pyramid, known as the Layer Pyramid, is an ancient Egyptian pyramid located at the archaeological site of Zawyet el-Arian, near Saqqara in Egypt. It is one of the pyramids associated with the Third Dynasty of the Old Kingdom. The Layer Pyramid is named so because it consists of multiple layers of stones that were stacked in a step-like manner. Here are some key features and facts about the Layer Pyramid. Unfinished pyramid. The Layer Pyramid is unique among ancient Egyptian pyramids because it was left unfinished. It is unclear why the construction was abandoned, but there are several theories. Some Egyptologists suggest that Pharaoh Khaba's short reign might have been a contributing factor, as he possibly did not have enough time to complete the construction. Others propose that economic or political reasons might have halted the building process. Architectural style. The Layer Pyramid is smaller in size compared to other pyramids of the Old Kingdom. Its original dimensions and design remain uncertain due to its incomplete state, but it is believed to have had a square base with sides measuring around 84 to 88 meters, approximately 275 to 289 feet. Core masonry. The core of the pyramid was constructed using rough stones and small limestone chips, a method known as rudimentary construction. The rough core was intended to be covered with a smooth outer casing of fine Tura limestone, like other pyramids of the Old Kingdom. However, this casing was never added. Lack of inscriptions. Unlike many other pyramids, There are no inscriptions or hieroglyphics found inside or outside the layer pyramid that directly identify it as Khaba's tomb. The only known connection to Khaba is the stone vessel found at Elephantine bearing his name, which was discovered near the pyramid. Function. As with other pyramids of the Old Kingdom, the layer pyramid was intended to serve as the tomb for the pharaoh, housing his mummified body and funerary belongings. Despite its unfinished state, the pyramid might still have been used for burial, but no remains or artifacts directly linked to Khaba have been discovered there. The layer pyramid's unfinished state and the lack of definitive evidence linking it to Pharaoh Khaba have led to ongoing debates and discussions among Egyptologists. It remains one of the lesser-known and mysterious structures from ancient Egypt, providing valuable insights into the architectural practices and funerary traditions of the Old Kingdom period. As our expedition into the enigmatic world of Pharaoh Khaba draws to a close, we find ourselves in awe of the mysteries and wonders that ancient Egypt continues to bestow upon us. From the unfinished layer pyramid to the faint whispers of hieroglyphs etched in time, Pharaoh Khaba's legacy endures as an enigma awaiting further exploration and discovery. Remember, history is a vast tapestry of stories, and each thread woven into the fabric of time brings us closer to understanding our shared human heritage. We extend our deepest gratitude to all history enthusiasts like you, who join us in our quest to unveil the secrets of antiquity and to keep the flame of curiosity alive. If you enjoyed our journey, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to our channel to continue exploring the mysteries of the past together. And as we bid farewell to ancient Egypt, we eagerly anticipate our next adventure into the annals of history. Until then, remember that the sands of time have countless stories yet to be unearthed. Thank you for joining us, and may the pursuit of knowledge forever guide your path through the ages. This is History of Ancient Egypt, signing off. Until next time, happy exploring!